Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi there. Well, today I suddenly thought it would be a good idea to have a little something I could share about harmony. You see, I've been obsessed with harmony for the last couple of years. And it occurred to me that in some way our ideas of harmony are still stuck in one little place called music. We use our ideas of harmony all the time in the real world, but what really is harmony? Do we have a good idea about it, about what it's all about? And, really, it comes from having some kind of experience here where harmony inevitably rules the day. There's dog shit right there. Where harmony inevitably, kind of rules in all areas, whether it's life or death or not, or anything at all. Everything is made up of different harmonies, yes? The fact that they're existing at all means that they're in a state of ebullient and profound harmony in some ways. The fact that this earth is here, and that all this air is here, and all these living trees, and me and you, and everything else. It's from an abundant, a crazy, multi-dimensional, trans-dimensional sort of harmony that came to be for billions of years before this could happen. Well, you get the point. And it's not just that. This is where it's even crazier. This harmony thing isn't just about me and you. And existing and simultaneously existing. It's not just about that even. It gets even crazier. In fact, it seems the more that I think about it, you can't have a single thought or do a single thing without harmony being 110% a part of it. You can look at the world disinterested. You can look at the world with a profound sense of interest. And either way, harmony's 100% there. And why would harmony be there through everything? Through desire, through culture, through all of our actions, all of our thoughts. Even little monkey here, little monkey Boo Boo, she has the same thing. We all function 100% on harmony. So the main thing is, and I know I'm just stating these things like I know them, but what I'm hoping is that you'll have the patience and a little bit of time to ponder a little bit about what harmony's all about, and how big and how truly omnipresent harmony is at all times. If you try to destroy something or blow it up, boil something, harmony inevitably shows up to order the system in a higher dimensional sort of symmetry. And so, what else is there other than harmony is sort of the question here. It functions in desire. We act according to what we want, and we try to harmonize with the world and with whatever we need to harmonize with to get those things. There's a sense in which harmony bleeds and is a part of every single thing. There's not just the idea of a pleasant harmony, ba 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 ba. I'll have to harmonize with that to show you what it's all about, but of course you get the idea. It's not just the pleasant harmonies that really function here, because harmony is about all harmonies. All things that can be put together and compared are. And so, harmony really, truly becomes this otherworldly force that is entirely made of this world, but also describes the dimensions, the dimensions between things that exist and connect things, the real dimensions. And considering such a dimension of connection, which in some ways, a connection between two things is a dimension. And so, what do you get? You get this strange way in which harmony describes this trans-dimensional world, these multiple dimensions. It goes up to thousands, not just 10 or so like superstring theory. It means that everything forms dimensions with other things that have similarity. And everything can have similarity according to some concept of harmony. The point is that harmony develops over time. It takes every option, every disaster, every collision, every disharmony to create it. Planets and star systems have to go through all sorts of shit to get to where they are now, in a state of harmony. Like a classical musical composition, except for maybe even more harmonious. Who knows what it sounds like, right? Well, that was kind of the project and the idea of some of the stuff in the musical cosmos project. And the musical cosmos theory was to see what kind of harmonies actually exist. Well, is it surprising that the stars and the planets play the same little notes that we have in our Western harmony? That they play it all the time in some sense? Is it any wonder that there's also dimensions of those very same connections which exist in other musical systems? It really just depends on how closely you look and what you're sort of engaging with harmony, what dimension you're going to be going in to find harmony. And I guess what this is all about is to make a sort of play. That it doesn't matter if it's in government, or it's in politics, or it's in personal health, or it's in science or art. Every single one is a conception, a specific understanding of harmony, and just a little bit of what harmony is about. A law itself is very much an idea about harmony of society and culture and what we can construct and make as a harmonious whole. And for a law to even apply to the world, the world has to be balanced just so for that law to apply to it. Harmony is a peek through an obscure little hole in the universe where things are connected, and it shows and is that connection. And there's so many things going on to consider. It's an infinite thing. So it makes sense that we've taken one idea of harmony, one harmonic system, 12 notes, octave length 2, and kept it for thousands of years. Maybe even 5,000-6,000 years. And for us, and for most, and a lot of cultures even, that's what harmony is. It's 12 notes on an octave length 2. But what happens when you think about harmony in a little more forgiving and open sort of sense? Or you can say, I'm not going to be scared that harmony is really more than just 12 notes. What happens? What does the world look like? What's it made of when you look at it like that? Well, this was kind of the idea of the Musical Cosmos project, to look into things like plants or planets and see how it works. What is the thing, the pattern that connects these little things? Well, hell, I don't know. That's why you gotta look. And it takes a long time to make a match sometimes. And even then, if you spend a long time making a match, you're really tending to make a match where one doesn't exist. Because you've been trying to make the match so long, you force them together. Well, this is another big idea in harmony. If something doesn't fit, make it fit. But that's sort of a mentality where you're really kind of okay with anything fitting. Well, anything could work, right? It's very easy when we have desires to see the world through those desires, and how the world around us satisfies those desires is how we view it. Well, that's harmony too. It's kind of confusing. If we're made up entirely of harmony, and not just harmony of a major chord, or of a particularly pleasant one, we're made up of real harmony. What's that look like? An organism. Don't you wonder? Don't you really wonder what kind of harmony you or I are made of? Well, this is kind of the idea. I'm just trying to open up the discussion, trying to appreciate the harmonies inherent in other cultures and other species. Well, it seems ridiculous now. And hell, if you don't bother or care about ruling over the universe in whatever way you can, and lording your will over the wills of others, other species, say, well, why the hell would you bother, right? Much better to ignore the sufferings of other beings. Much easier. Well, this is kind of the problem with harmony. As soon as you become attached to an idea of harmony, you start to feel that that makes you up, that that's what you are, that that harmony is you. It defines your desire, it defines your nature. And so everything that doesn't fit into that, and it doesn't seem to support your nature and your desires, becomes something we ignore. Becomes something we fit into our ready-made little system of perfect harmony. And we force it. And things that don't go well, that's their problem, not ours. They don't fit. Well, culture's that way. In some ways it's gotta be. We gotta make some system of fitting in together. But, you know, sometimes it's very nice, indeed it is, when a culture can accept an outsider. When a culture can take the average odd being and say, hey, it might get crazy, things are hard, but we will incorporate you into our culture. In fact, we will be open to learn from you. Well, I don't see a problem with that. Yes, you might be saying, well, what about this harmony business and it being really in line with our economic needs as a culture, right? We gotta feed people. We've gotta teach people. We gotta show them how to do certain things. This takes a lot of resources. We've got to get down to the real things. You know, we say money, right? Huh. Well, money, you see, we make it value something. We make it mean something. What does money mean? Does it mean power? Can you eat money? Can you dress with money? Oh, I'm sure you can make up an outfit or two. But the real things that are valuable are the things that, well, they add to our survival. Yes, we all know this. Oil's not really that valuable. It's valuable if we have cars to burn it in. If we have fires we want to light, well, then it can be valuable. And yes, fires are valuable. But what's more valuable than fires? Got any ideas? What sense of harmony would you create if you had the chance? What sort of culture would it be? If you had a real chance to construct a culture based on a wider sense of harmony. Not just the one that says everything's got to fit into our system, and our system must be the end-all be-all. And then construct a church that says that, well, our system must be the one way, and anything that doesn't know our way, well, they're going somewhere really bad. A disharmonious place. Where something so evil that it doesn't fit into our musical system will be doing time for the rest of eternity, I guess. Anyway, Not something I think would be the best thing, but you be the judge of that. Do you think harmony needs a devil? Do you think harmony needs an angel? Do you think there's any difference? What would a devil or an angel of harmony be? You know what? I think harmony has something to say about that. Sort of like the power that exists between everything and is in everything, and different strands and cords of power that flow through things. And they connect things just as they do. That's kind of what angels and demons of harmony are, I would expect. What do I know? But it becomes pretty clear, doesn't it? That to incorporate and to know different types of harmony, not just the ones we love or have learned to love, but all sorts of harmony. What do you learn then? What do you find meaning in then? How do you create meaning in such a way? Well, the only thing that really works, I think, if you gotta start somewhere, right? Well, anyway, this is the chance, I would say. Well, you know what I'll be doing. I'm gonna get back to it. I've got a life to live like everybody else. I can't just think about harmony all the time, can I? Well, anyway, this is all we got today. Do your thing. Show me something. Do something. Or just be in harmony. That's okay too. Anyway, till next time, this has been a thought or two about harmony. Meditating computer style. Anyway, bye-bye now.